Well, yeah, it was a decision that was taken out of our hands, though. Really, it was a decision that Cricket South Africa made. You know, KG had complained of a sore lower back in the last couple of games, and you know, after our last home game here, he said that it got a little bit worse. So obviously, all precautions have been made from Cricket South Africa to make sure that he's fit and healthy for the World Cup. So. You know, it's completely out of our hands, but it's a massive loss, obviously. But it's a loss that we think we can cover. You know, we've got someone like Trent Boult, who's also a world-class fast bowler that had a terrific season for the Daredevils last year. So him coming back into the side now, we think we can cover for the loss of Rabada quite well. Yeah, well, he's only played the one game in 5 weeks, so it's a little bit hard. And you expect guys that when they haven't played, you know, this format of the game for a little while, that their skills are going to be a little bit rusty. I think. Saying that, I mean, his first 2 overs the other night were absolutely outstanding. He bowled his first 2 overs for 2 runs. He went past the outside edge of Watson and Duplessis a few times. So his new ball skills are really good, and then just the death bowling was a little bit off. And you only have to be a little bit off in this game when you're bowling to guys like Dhoni to get found out. So, you know, we've got a training day today, obviously, where we're trying to hone in some of those skills for Trent and make sure that he's better equipped for the next game. What about him? Is he available? He's available. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here for training today. He's probably also a little bit disappointed with his last game, but no, he's not in their World Cup squad, so we've got him until the end. So hopefully we get some better performances out of him in the next few weeks. Look, it shouldn't be difficult at all. You know, we've played some excellent cricket through the first 5 or 6 weeks of this tournament. The boys are very aware of what they're capable of, and I actually spoke to the boys after the game the other night. If you want to lose a game in the tournament, it's about this time. You know, we've qualified. A loss like that is just a bit of a wake-up call, a bit of a reminder for the team that if you take your eye off, you know, the little things in the game, the basics in the game, then you can lose games quite quickly. So, as far as the timing of it is concerned, I think it was really good. So I think you'll see the boys bounce back pretty strongly tomorrow. Yeah, Rabada's held the ship up a lot with his death bowling through this tournament. So that's where we have to find other guys now that can step in. There's going to be opportunities for others, whether it's Trent, whether it's Morris, whether it's Ishant, or whether it's one of our spinners that can bowl some good overs for us at the death. So, look, absolutely, it's a great skill in the game. To have very good death bowlers in your team is obviously a great skill, and we need to make sure that we've got the guys that we've got in our squad, we need to make sure that their skills are up to scratch for the remaining few games that we have. Yeah, well, I mean, we've still got a lot to play for. I mean, we need to win this game to give ourselves a chance to qualify 1 or 2. So there's plenty to play for us. It's you know, we want to just release the pressure a little bit. Certainly today, you'll notice today's session will be a very relaxed session. We'll take things, you know, pretty relaxed manner tomorrow morning as well in the build up to the game. But we also understand that every game in this tournament is a difficult game to win. You know, Rajasthan in the same boat. They have nothing to lose. They're going to come out all guns blazing. And by the same token, we have nothing to lose either. So I think tomorrow could be a really good contest, and I'm just really interested to see how our boys bounce back, because there's a great feeling around the group. It's a really tight, close group tight-knit group of players that you know, I've really enjoyed what the season's been so far. So we need to finish, as you say, at home on a really strong note. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, to be honest, yes, there's been a lot of changes around the Delhi Capitals this year. You know, management's one thing. You know, a couple of new coaches have come in. Saurav's come in as well. But at the end of the day, I mean, all our job is to make the job of the players as easy as possible on the field. And the reason that we've won 8 games in the tournament so far has been because of the players and their ability to play a very high level of cricket through, you know, the first 13 games of the tournament. So it's not about me, it's not about Saurav, it's not about the management, it's about Shreyas and his players. And you know, Shreyas has done a terrific job. You know, he was new into the job halfway through last season. He coped well last year, but I can just see on a daily basis that he's growing as a person as well. You know, he's much happier in front of the media now. He's much happier talking in front of the boys now than he was. You can really see that the leadership side of things is starting to grow, and he's a lot happier about being a leader of the Delhi Capitals, which is a great sign for us. So we knew that'd be the case. You know, he had a chance to captain Mumbai this season. He's captain India A, so he's a more experienced, a more rounded person than he was this time last year. And as a result of that, he's certainly leading our team a lot better than he might have last year. Yeah, that's right. But I think if you look pretty closely at the tournament, you'll see a lot of batsmen play shots at different times where you sit back and think, I wonder why they did that. But you know, as a coach, you know, I'm not going to stop him playing that shot. I just want him to play that shot better next time. It's the right shot. It's the right option. He's just got to execute it better. And the one thing I know about Rishabh is he has to play with complete freedom. You know, that sometimes players like him and even players like Adam Gilchrist that I captained as well, sometimes you have to take the good with the bad. And you understand when they play well, you win, and sometimes they're going to make mistakes as well. But you know, Rishabh, I'm very confident that he'll finish this tournament on a very strong note. Oh, look, I won't make specific examples, but I mean that's what every team does. I mean, what you try and do in a T20 game is you try and find any advantage that you absolutely can. So, you know, for instance, if there's a player tomorrow that is a slow starter against left arm spin, then you can guarantee that Akshay Patel is going to be bowling the first over against him. If one of their batsmen's particularly has a slow strike rate against right arm off spin, then you can guarantee that Mishra is going to be bowling to him early on. That's just what you do. That's the little advantages that you try and find. So, yeah, well, I mean, you talk about matchups all the time. You try and find the right matchup. You know, if you know Sanju Samson's batting tomorrow, then we need to have the best bowler in our attack that's going to be the best chance of getting him out or making him not score quickly. I mean, it's not rocket science. But we're trying to find every little advantage we can to give ourselves the best chance of winning the game. I mean, it even comes down to where certain guys field. You know, who are the guys that move best laterally? They're the guys that should be fielding at cover and backward point. You know, who are the guys with the best throwing arms? They should be fielding at deep square leg, deep mid wicket, because they're going to be using their throwing arms from those positions. So, you know, this game comes down to one good catch, one good run out, you know, one diving save, or one brilliant innings or one brilliant over. And you know, so you have to be able to break the game down into the smallest pieces that you possibly can and try and find whatever advantage you can.